I'm catching up with Nick Paddock about the Cliffy Miller runners that will be stepping out on Friday. First up in race 3 will be Union Rose, who joins us here in shot. He's looking good this morning. And Lieutenant Alexander. Now, Nick, this is the right field for both of them to show good improvement because both of them are better than their recent form.
Yeah, I'll touch on Lieutenant first. He's been off for quite a while. There hasn't been too many races about for him. He's going to need it. We know we backed off of him. He's going to need it quite a bit, and hopefully he's run a fair race off the break. He is a lot better than that recent form. He's been a bit scratching the head, and I thought in the summer he'd probably win a few races, and he's done the complete opposite. So hoping for a bit of improvement from him there. Union Rose also been quite disappointing. His form doesn't reflect quite what his previous record was. Hoping that he's just taking time to settle after the gelding. Hoping for some improvement because he is far better than that, and I think the rating drops, that slow, steady rating drop will eventually help him.
We move to race 6 where we will see Master Wizard. Now this fellow showed really good improvement last time out, and Nick, I've got to commend you because you pointed out that you were expecting this improvement and he paid handsomely for places. Yeah,
I think it was £5.90, nothing wrong with that. The kid rode a lovely race. He rode it perfectly to instruction. He's an improving horse. He's too good a looking horse to run so badly. So we were scratching our heads after that run on his debut. So we brought him right back to the 12 with the blinkers on, and he improved. So I think the 40 a little bit better suited. We can just hold his position a little bit easier without having to get rushed. And I think he'll run another fair race. He's got no weight on his back. I think he's only got the 51 on his back now. So it's quite a competitive field. I think my two dangers are drawn out wider than Golden Grey and Garden Sun. I'm getting 10 kilos from the Always Shining, so I expect a nice run. So maidens and PE, they can't be giving 10 kilos away. So expect a nice run, and I'll throw them into everything.
Yeah, that improvement last time out was huge. Now in race 7, we'll see two honest, genuine soldiers in the way of Silver Tycoon and Pashton Wali. They've really been holding form solidly, the both of them, and they should be in the mix again.
I can't really split them. I think Silver Tycoon's going to be over the moon to be back on Polly. His last run was, all due respect, he ended up from draw 4 to 4 wide, so a little bit difficult to judge him on his last start, and I only got beaten a couple of lengths, or a length and a half I think it was in the end, but he's doing exceptionally well at home. The right type of field for him. I think he's going to run a massive race. And then Pashton Wali, he's doing really well at home. He's looking great. I mean, he's still got dapples and a summer coat now, so he's never run a bad race since he won. So hoping with 56 kilos, this could be the right race for him, and I think both of them should go into everything.
And the yard will close in race 8 with Bretty.
Yeah, we've eventually stepped up to the 1400. The right type of race for you. It's MR 64 and she's got 55 on her back. She's got no weight, and obviously the draw is not the best. Over 1400, we're gonna have to take our chances. Maybe have to take our medicine and see where she goes. She needs to improve here, and I think hopefully she can improve.
Well, let's cross our fingers for Bretty. Let's hope she puts her best foot forward.